If you are a follower of my channel, you will know that I'm a big follower of everything related to horror. Cryptids are one of those things which have fascinated me since childhood. The cryptid, for those unaware, are a creature of whose survival or existence is disputed or unsubstantiated. Prior to the age of creepypastas, cryptids have been rife in cultures and have been documented in various forms over 1,000 years. In different forms and descriptions as demons, angels, ghosts, monsters, and various other classifications. Even today, we continue to see unexplainable creatures and beings which are now being known or described as cryptids. With that being said, welcome to my new series, exploring these entities and other various paranormal phenomena. Today we are discussing what is known as the crawlers. The accepted profile for this entity is that they are a commonly seen cryptid with pale skin, long limbs, and a tall, thin body. They are generally seen around 8 feet tall if standing. There are stories of this creature all throughout America. Here, I will account the first documented sighting of which was dubbed the Pale Crawler. In 2010, me and 2 of my friends decided we would go check out some haunted stuff around the country. In Effingham, Illinois. We live about 30 minutes away from there. This was a typical weekend night. Driving out to a cemetery to respectfully explore. We were told the Casbah Cemetery, deep in the woods, surrounded by caves, outside of Effingham, was a really good place to check out. The night begins. We head to Effingham and stop for sodas at a gas station, and then head to the country. It's about 1 to 2 a.m, so it's dark. I see something with yellow glowing eyes off the side of the country road, just past the ditch in the headlights. Too short to be a deer, but too big to be a possum or a raccoon. As we get closer, it becomes clearer, and I realise what I'm looking at is skinny, hairless, and grey. Human-like, but definitely not human. Crazy as hell looking. It was crouching down. Its arms were incredibly long and looked like it could have been 7 feet tall, or bigger if it should be standing. I can feel myself getting cold, my heart starting to race, and the hair stand on the back of my neck. I whispered to myself, "What the fuck?" And then I heard my friend Harley in the back shout out, "What the fuck is that?" Complete shock and terror set in, and I can't make a sound. I'm just staring at it. By the time we are right in front of it, passing it, and it just watches us drive by. Then it slinks back into the dark. Then we all just start screaming, literally freaking the hell out. I was convinced it was a demon for months, but still doubted myself even after having seen it, thinking my mind was playing tricks on me. We didn't even make it to the Casbah that night. We went straight home. I couldn't sleep. 6 months later, I'm at a different friend's house, and she gets a text from her cousin. It was the trail camera picture. I went cold again. The hair on the back of my neck stood tall. I was seeing this thing again. I knew we weren't crazy, that there was something more to this. I knew for sure now that my mind wasn't playing tricks on me that night. Loren Coleman, cryptozoologist and curator of the International Cryptozoology Museum, stated, "The creature described seems something similar to the Dover demon." The Dover demon is another type of cryptid, sightings going back further than that of our crawler, or pale crawler if you prefer. There were 2 documented sightings going as far back as 1977 of the Dover demon. April 21st, 1977. That night, William Bartlett, 17 years of age, was driving. He saw a large-eyed creature with tendril-like fingers and glowing eyes on top of a broken stone wall on Farm Street in Dover, Massachusetts. John Baxter, 15 at the time, reported seeing a similar creature on Miller Hill Road the same evening. April 22nd, 1977. Abby Brabham, I think that's how it's pronounced, 15 at the time, claims to have seen a very similar descript creature the following night on Springdale Avenue, making that 3 separate accounts over 2 separate days. Despite there being these accounts across that time, they were dismissed as either a hoax amongst teams or that of an error of perception, and that it may have very been some kind of deer or other kind of animal. I don't know about you, but I'm not very much so aware of any tendril-fingered deers. The pale crawlers is said to have also inspired the creepypasta, the Rake, with the alleged trail cam image becoming the signature look of the creature in the creepypasta. Reddit also has a community specifically revolved around people's accounts and experiences, which I have had a very interested time in reading through, and I would certainly advise that if you are interested in this subject and looking a little bit more into this cryptid, checking it out. Now, with regards to the accounts we discussed, whether it be the Dover Demon or the actual story regarding the crawlers, the very first documented sighting in 2010, I would like to hear what you guys think, whether these are hoaxes, a mistake on part of a witness, or perhaps just real, that this isn't just a cryptid, but just an undisclosed creature, something that hasn't been discovered yet. It is very well a possibility. After all, we are discovering new species of different types of creatures every day, I suppose. It's only a possibility there could be other creatures hiding within caves, caverns, forests, anything, really. But one thing is for certain, people are seeing something, whether it be the Rake, crawlers, maybe clickers from the film The Descent. Something is definitely out there, and it may just be looking back at us. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my first instalment to this series. I hope to release more very soon. If you have any other cryptids or paranormal phenomena you would like me to have a look into and construct a video over, please leave a comment, let me know what you would like me to cover. I'd be very interested to hear. Also, if you enjoy the channel, please be sure to check out some other videos. I've done other various, I guess you would call them short documentaries, one on sleep paralysis, another on Ouija boards, countless other horror narrations, which I'm not sure if you guys may have seen. I did do these several years ago now. But have a little look, see what you think. I'd love to hear what you guys think of my content. But until my next video, I'd like to bid you sweet nightmares.